Prerequisites outside of your hardware and software is really about what you should know and have a little bit of experience with. You really should have some basic understanding of operating systems. I know most people have some understanding of Windows and how it works, and we will be looking at Windows tools. We'll also be looking at tools that run under operating systems other than Windows. So maybe having a little bit of experience with Unix-like or Unix-based operating systems like Linux or macOS, really helpful. You'll be doing a lot of command line work, primarily because that's my preference, although some of the tools do have user interfaces as well. A basic understanding of networks and how networking works. As we're going to be going through this, we're going to be communicating a lot over networks and doing a lot of network transmission, so having a basic understanding of networks is really helpful. You should also have a grasp of security testing techniques. So the purposes of ethical hacking. The purposes of ethical hacking are to do testing against an operating system or a network that you have been asked or requested to test, and you have permission to test by the owners of those systems and networks. That's the purpose of doing ethical hacking, is to make sure that we've got the operating system or the network hardened enough that it would be difficult for a skilled attacker to penetrate the operating system or the network. And so the purpose of ethical hacking is to help protect those systems and networks. You should have an idea of what the expected outcome is. So an expected outcome would be to be able to either not get in at all despite exhaustive efforts, or if you do get in, you need to be able to document exactly what it is you've done in order to prepare the owner of the system or the network for how they can remediate the particular vulnerability that you've turned up. Obviously, ethics are really important. So you're not doing something that you don't have permission to do primarily is the biggest thing. Doing something that you don't have permission to do and testing networks that you don't have permission to test is frankly just illegal. So something you want to stay away from is not playing around with systems and with networks that you don't have explicit permission to do some testing on. So that's really important, and that's a big part of doing ethical hacking is just simply being ethical.